Hello everyone, Zykair Gaming here. Today I'm going to be doing a video. Why is my mouse sensitivity so high? What the heck is that? What's happening? Alright, fix that. Today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to macro on Windows or computers. Not Apple computers, not Linux, because that crap gives me a headache. Yeah, just Windows, because that's what I run on, and I don't know if I'd investigate in the other ones, but I could probably look into it or something. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, I'm gonna be showing you how to do this on computer, and I'm gonna be showing what I farm with what I farm. And if you guys maybe want, comment down below if you want to see like maybe me try to help you out on some teams for certain things when it comes to macro, like free to play friendly units, like what I'm doing here. These are like the most free to play friendly that I could think of, secret wise and stuff. Or the most recent, like one of these, I don't know. Something that somebody already has, like, hold on, let me just unequip him. Let me do something more like this. This is more realistic. There we go. Because I know everybody's got one of these, because if you don't, I can give you one. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go over what I basically farm, which is this. I don't know if what I have can actually macro it, because I usually just use a sponge hinge. Then again, made SpongeBob. There's a bunch of different units that'll work just fine. It's really up to you. You don't need a Grandma Tentacles to farm this. I usually do, but it's really not needed. You're just gonna place these here. Okay, you can only place 2. No, you can place 3 of these. Alright, so you done that. You gotta complete it first. That's the catch part. You gotta be able to beat it first. Let me just throw that out there. You can't just straight up go, oh, okay, I'm gonna go straight into it. No, you can't do that. We're gonna just throw this on 7 speed, make this a little faster. Then we're gonna wait for this to complete, and then I'm gonna explain more on the little tiny task stuff. Alright, now that we've beaten the level, now I'm going to explain more. First off, this. This is what you need for Tiny Task. I will most likely have it in the link in the description, commented or something. We'll have this somewhere. This one? So you download this one. This is the one you're going to download. You're going to install it. You're going to install it like you do any other thing you'd install online. It's going to pop up and it's going to look like this once you're done. And then once you have that, you're going to turn this exact stuff on that I have. Then for this, oh, yeah, you're going to want to turn that on. The hotkeys for recording, if you want to make it, I guess, F8. I don't think this really matters. You can set this to whatever you want, I think. And this is how to make it stop, I believe. The F12? Yeah, okay. This, you know, just make sure all this stuff's on. You can even pause to make sure, like, you have all this stuff set. And then, let's get into the actual macro part. So, what you do is, you press the record button. It's similar to how the other one works that I showed on Android. But you haven't seen that video and you have an Android device. I didn't say it, but Android specifically. I haven't looked into Apple fully yet, and I haven't looked into other things yet. Same for this one. This, like, works for Windows and other general PCs. I don't know, because all I have is Windows. I'm too broke for Apple. Okay, so you're gonna hit this, then you're gonna hit replay. You got, okay, thank you. And then we're gonna hit play. And then we're gonna place the units. Place him. Alright, and there we go. And then it's just gonna copy your every little movement that you've done with the mouse. So we're gonna wait for it to complete. And remember, if you have any questions, have any issues, don't feel afraid to comment down below, asking your questions stuff. I'll be reading over and try looking into it and try to help you guys as much as possible. And then once you're done, you press the same button you pressed when you started, and then you're going to press play, which, and here we go. He's going to do exactly what I did. Exactly as you do. Like the SpongeBob clip with the jar, Patrick. Slams it to the ground. Anyway. And congratulations, you now know how to macro, and it's really that simple. Not hard. Free, no ads like the one on Android, because if it turns itself off, you have to go back to the app and it'll basically play you an ad. But you can close that ad as soon as you see the little arrow pop up on the side of your screen. As long as you're on a good computer, I'm not gonna say too much, because I mean, if you're on a bad one, if you notice you start to lag or it starts to slow down or start failing, just close Roblox, reopen it. You know, I'm just gonna show a couple of runs to show you that this does work 100%. But if it starts to lag, turn down your graphics a little bit. It won't hurt the game any, because I run my Android on the lowest setting. Because during story, I notice it does like to lag more for Android, so we'll use it for that. I'm gonna go ahead and show you all the spots that I farm. This is one of them. Like I said, I just want this to be very helpful to you guys out there. I know a lot of you guys ask me how I get my levels, how do I have so much, all this. This is how. Except I do it Android. But I looked into PC for you guys. Shout out a little bit to my wife, because I didn't know much on the computer one. Alright, stop. And then you're going to press F12 to make it stop. And this little red border is going to show up. That means it stopped. Alright? So what we're going to do is, we're going to go back to the lobby. I'm going to show you the other things that I farm. Or what you can farm depending on what level and what state you're at in the game. Depending on your level and stuff. So, I'm going to do a little explanation here. You guys already know the XP system and stuff. If you don't, that's fine. Or if you just don't want to watch it to help me hit watch hours, that's fine. Thank you. I appreciate you. So if you're new, very new to the game, Nightmare 1 Conch Street is not bad. If you're new, you don't have too much. This one's not bad. I don't recommend Jellyfish Fields, Krusty Krab. Chum Bucket Nightmare is great. It used to be the old way to farm XP when macroing. Me personally, Davy Jones takes way too long, and it takes way too much more of a setup. That's why I don't bother with it. So, Chum Bucket, if you're like mid but can't beat Rock Bottom. Rock Bottom is like the best story that you can beat. Because, yeah. So, this is the one you want to farm for that. Story-wise. This is what you want to farm. Now, if you want to... I don't recommend these. If you're farming for material and you want a macro, it doesn't matter what difficulty you play it on, you're still going to get one of the crafting material you're looking for. So I always suggest is doing it on its lowest. because spatulas don't mean anything, because, I mean, who's farming for the units there? I mean, who's playing raids in the first place unless you're crafting? But, yeah, always do it on hard. I don't even bother with these two if you're doing it for crafting reasons. These are just take you a bit longer and a bit more to place. This, you can literally place like 3 or 4 units and you're done. I'm not going to show that though because raids take so long that I'd rather just talk about it. Challenges, I'm sure there's a way you could probably figure it up. I've done it before in the past. I'll even show. You know what? I'll even show it. How I've done it. It's very easy. Same goes for this. Just do the easy stuff. Just... I'm not gonna fully, like, show you macroing it, but this is all you gotta do to beat it. No joke. Do it on hard. Do exactly what I showed you. After you beat it, do the exact same thing where you press this, go down, press replay, that. Do that. The only way I could think of that you could probably macro all the maps is if you just went and recorded like the whole sequence of all the map rotations. That way it just copied every map rotation. That's the only way I could think you could probably do all of them and just keep macroing challenges. So, yeah. This is what you farm for material. This is what I'll do. Like, since they stay around for like 30 minutes, what I'll do is, on this difficulty, it takes like 2 minutes to beat it. You just set this up, do the first clear, like I always do, or like you always do, and then press the replay button, and then set your stuff up, and yeah. And just let it go until the next map. Then just cancel out like I showed you, pressing F12. If you have it set for F12, you have it set for something else, you know, you press that button, make it stop, go back to farming the next map, set up the macro to do the next map. And you could just continuously do that. Because we all know that challenges is also very annoying. We definitely should get more material for depending on what we cleared on. But that's not how the game works because, you know, this game likes to be a pain, complicated, terrible. But yeah, there you go. And then you would press your little record, play it, beat it again, do that, and yeah. In terms of what I farm for XP and other stuff, because you guys want to know how to get all this levels, this almost 50k, I've almost hit my goal in this game. Not exactly. Like, when I say hit my goal, I'm still pretty far. Like, bro, I'm over here trying to give 100k secrets away, and I'm only at, like, close to 60. I've been slacking on that, I ain't even gonna lie. But, you can't farm rogue as far as I know, because it's random. But, if you're really looking for XP and you're low level, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the places you want to farm. So if you really do, #1 is great. This is also great for like newer players if they can't clear the higher stuff in fast time. You want to run like this. 19 seconds. For me personally, I'd prefer it being less than 30 seconds. That way you get 2 runs within a minute. And then if you could step it up, you go up to this. This is great. You could even do like level 5. It doesn't really matter. Just this one has less health. It's good. Me personally, I farm this all the time. I don't know why. I just do. I need to farm this one instead because I'd rather get Patrick's. Because I'm going to go ahead and say this Patrick is really good supportive unit to put jellyfish on and stuff. He has a lot of range. He's really good. But yeah, I will show you my teams. Hold up. Or I'll show you my team, what I run for boss. And for the most part, I mean, I know a lot of you guys aren't going to have some of this stuff, but let me show you something. You could run in Muscle Bob's place. You can run like Squog. Also, I'm curious. Wow, these are all the single hit units. Bro, where is more single hit? You could use Squog in his place. Squog is good. You know. This is free. Just do the crafting achievement. You technically can get this. This shouldn't be too hard to achieve. Just saying. This, on the other hand, you could probably swap this out for something else. Like, maybe this guy. The PD. If you missed this event, I'm sorry that you did. This is a great unit. This, you're not going to be able to get your hands on, so like I said, I mean, Dungeon, Baby, Pearl, Hash, or normal Hash, probably even, where is he? You could get your hands on this if you AFK'd long enough. This is good if you have one. I haven't really tested this. This might actually be pretty good for it. King Jellyfish probably be really good for it. Congrats to that guy. He already got the new secret. Like, Squidosaurus. This works just fine. I've ran this for a long time before I swapped it out for, like, other stuff. And that's perfectly fine. That's great. Like, even stuff like this, if you have them. Anything 5-star and does a lot of damage has a quick timer, plus your pets. Pets is also another thing that boosts in this. So yeah, it's pretty free play. Don't go too crazy, like I said, overpaying for this guy. You can definitely make a better team. Not better, but you can definitely improvise on, I think that might be the right word. Like, even this, I ran this for a while in my team. This is just fine as well. Like, perfectly fine. There's a lot of things you can do to improve it. Improving it is just something you gotta look into. Seeing who's lacking in your team. Like here, I'm gonna look over, be like, the worm probably could be replaced by something. Because, I mean, he only has 200 and something. Probably Dungeon. Nah, Dungeon don't have enough. I don't know. Maybe. But, that's the whole point of this video. I'm done. I think I pointed out everything. I don't think there's much more to point out. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And I don't know if this video will be out before I go live, but I should be live tonight doing some of the new updated stuff and all that. I do a couple of trades or something. Losing my voice here. But with that being said, happy macro farming. I hope this helped you. If it didn't, you know, I mean, you could dislike, or I mean, I can always go back and try to retake. If there's something you didn't understand, comment down below. I'm always open to paying attention to you guys' chat, listening. And as always, until we meet again, subscribers.